proof of a defendant's character in criminal cases under Rule 404A1. Now, Module 18 addressed exceptions to the character propensity band contained in Rules 413 through 415. Now let's turn to the exceptions to the ban contained in Rule 404A itself. There are 3 exceptions in that rule. Let's start with 404A1, character of the accused in a criminal case. There seem to be 3 components to this rule. First, an accused may introduce evidence of a pertinent trait of character. This is sometimes called in the vernacular, putting character at issue. Say a defendant is being charged with forgery. May he put on character evidence of his peaceful nature? Probably not. His peaceful nature is not pertinent to the dispute related to his forgery conviction. However, may the prosecution put on evidence of his honest character? Sure, truthfulness or honesty are probably pertinent to a forgery case. Second, the prosecution may rebut the defendant's introduction of pertinent character trait evidence. It means that the prosecution may show that the character trait does not exist, or at least try to undermine it. So, suppose the defendant tries to say that he is an honest character, a character for truthfulness. The prosecution may rebut that showing by introducing evidence of dishonesty. Third, if an accused is allowed to bring in evidence of an alleged victim's pertinent character trait under 404A2, the prosecution may introduce evidence that the defendant possesses the same trait of character. So, for instance, if a defendant says that the victim is a pathological liar in an effort to show that she lied in this particular case, then the door is open for the prosecution to introduce evidence that the defendant is a pathological liar as well. In other words, live by the sword, introduce evidence of the victim's character, and you as a criminal defendant may die by the sword as well. Let's now apply Rule 404A1 in light of the former boxer alleged assault hypothetical that we have discussed in previous modules. So again, the former boxer is on trial for allegedly assaulting somebody. Suppose the boxer wants to introduce evidence that he is a peaceful man, that he has a general character for peacefulness, that he raises pigeons and that he's kind to animals. May he introduce some of this evidence under 404A1? Yes, because peacefulness is a character trait that is pertinent to the assault matter. However, if the former boxer succeeds in introducing evidence of his peaceful character under 404A1, what could happen next? Well, the prosecution could rebut by introducing evidence of the defendant's potentially violent character. Third, suppose the boxer wants to introduce evidence about the victim being violent. Perhaps the boxer has chosen to set up a self-defense argument, not a misidentification one. Under Rule 404A1, the prosecution could now introduce evidence that the defendant has that same character trait. Again, live by the sword and potentially die by the sword.